Three thieves thought they had pulled off the perfect motorbike heist, bold, fast, and unstoppable. But they never expected their terrified victim to turn the tables. At first, he played along, pretending to be scared, letting them believe they were in full control. But the moment they dropped their guard and started to flee, he saw his opening. In a flash, he struck, a perfectly timed counterattack that stunned the gang. One thief tried to swing back, but the man dodged effortlessly, moving with precision and purpose. Within seconds, fear shifted sides. Overwhelmed by his sheer courage and quick thinking, the would-be robbers panicked and fled in chaos. On her way to work, police officer Dilma Maria suddenly found herself face to face with a real-life crime, a bold robbery unfolding right before her eyes. Without a moment's hesitation, she sprang into action. Still dressed in her uniform and wearing high heels, Dilma chased after the fleeing suspects with fearless determination and precision. In an incredible display of courage and control, she managed to bring one suspect down to the ground while the others ran in panic, only to be caught shortly after. A quiet evening turned into chaos outside a family's home, and it was all caught on security camera. As the wife pulled into the driveway, her husband walked out to greet her, perhaps teasing, "You're home early from your outing." But before they could even share a smile, danger was closing in. From down the street, a robber advanced toward them, fast and menacing. In that split second, the husband's instincts kicked in. With lightning speed and unwavering resolve, he moved to protect his wife and family. His decisive reaction stopped the threat before it could strike. Two men thought they could make a quick score by stealing car side mirrors, but luck was not on their side. Sharp-eyed locals noticed their suspicious behavior and acted fast. Before the thieves could flee, they were caught red-handed, pinned down, and held until the police arrived. Their plan lasted only minutes. Justice this time was instant. This was the last robbery he would ever commit. After months of skillfully evading the police, he used the same trick that had worked so many times before. Enter the store, intimidate the staff, grab the cash within minutes, and disappear. But this time, fate had other plans. Unbeknownst to him, the employee had already pressed the silent alarm. Within moments, the police were closing in, turning what he thought was another easy payday into a professional disaster. Two robbers on a motorbike attempted to ambush a driver, expecting an easy target. But instead of surrendering, the driver made a bold move. He threw his car into reverse and rammed straight into their bike. The powerful impact sent the robbers scrambling for their lives, abandoning their motorbike trapped beneath the vehicle. A fearless act of self-defense, proving that courage can turn the tables, even in the face of danger. In a shocking turn of events, two robbers rushed toward a man, ready to attack and steal his belongings. But within seconds, fate had other plans. Their bold move backfired spectacularly as they were met with instant karma, leaving them stunned and defeated before they could even make their escape. Sometimes justice moves faster than they expect. It started like any other day, until a masked man burst in and pulled a knife. She saw him instantly. Instead of freezing, she moved, first to get out of the danger zone and find help. While the thief scrambled through the till, she sprinted outside, rallied assistance, and then charged back. Face to face again, she met him head-on. When he lunged and pointed the blade, she kicked it free and snatched the cash right out of his hands. A final note: that was an extremely brave act, and an extremely risky one. If you ever face an armed attacker, your first priorities should be escaping and calling the authorities. Property can be replaced, lives cannot. A daring robbery unfolded in broad daylight when a man on a motorbike arrived at a victim's home, stormed inside, and threatened the homeowner with a gun. But instead of surrendering, the homeowner fought back, pushing the armed robber out onto the street in a stunning act of courage. Just then, a passing driver witnessed the chaos and immediately jumped in to help, working with the homeowner to subdue the suspect. Their quick thinking and fearless teamwork turned a dangerous crime into a powerful example of community spirit and the courage to stand up for one another. Three masked thugs burst into a store, shouting and demanding cash. But luck was not on their side. Among the customers stood an off-duty police officer. In a flash, he drew his gun and took control of the situation. Panic spread instantly. Two of the robbers bolted for the door, abandoning their stunned accomplice, who was left frozen in disbelief. He tried the classic hide the booze in the shorts trick and paid for it in spectacular fashion. After stuffing bottles down his shorts, the would-be thief took a clumsy spill that turned his scheme into a disaster. A daring motorbike robbery took a shocking turn when one of the fleeing thieves suddenly collapsed in the middle of his escape. Moments earlier, the duo had approached their victim, snatched his vehicle, and sped off, seemingly scot-free. But fate had other plans. Authorities believe the robber may have suffered a stroke brought on by panic and stress. Back with force. According to the Escambia County Sheriff's Office, three men approached a residence's front door with clear criminal intent. The moment the door opened, two suspects barged in, while the third aimed a handgun. But in a split second, the homeowner fired back. Doorbell camera footage captured the chaos as all three suspects scrambled to escape under a hail of bullets. Two robbers on a motorcycle ambushed a man, threatening him and forcing him to abandon his bike to stay alive. But as they tried to flee, karma struck almost immediately. One of the thieves found himself struggling with the scorching road, learning the hard way that crime doesn't always go as planned. Three men armed with crowbars arrived at a pharmacy, ready to smash their way in and steal cash. But fate had other plans. The pharmacist, who happened to be working late, sensed something off and grabbed his gun before checking the noise. Just as the robbers broke through the door, he confronted them head-on. The sight of the gun sent the intruders into a panic. They bolted into the night while the calm and composed pharmacist called the police to report the attempted robbery. A terrifying armed robbery unfolded in Nashville, but one young man's courage changed everything. When danger struck, he didn't freeze. With sharp instincts and lightning-fast reflexes, he stepped forward to shield his family from harm. Though the robbers made off with some possessions, he protected what mattered most: the lives of his loved ones. A powerful reminder that true bravery isn't about what you lose. It's about what you refuse to let go of.